Millionaire lessons I wish I knew earlier in life. These are things that I have learned. These are things that I'm still learning how to properly execute and do to the best of my ability. But I wanted to make this video to help all of you out there who might be struggling to execute or who might not even know the importance of these things. So we're going to talk about it today. No matter what age you're at, no matter where you're at in life, these are things that you can start executing now, and it would either allow you to start making more money or hit that millionaire mark. All right, let's talk about it. Let's dive in. If at any point this video helps you, resonates with you, connects with you, do me the kindness of liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let's get into it. The first millionaire lesson: live below your means. Living below your means. So many people, and even for myself growing up, you know what I mean? I always wanted Jordans, you know what I mean? I wanted to, retro Jordans. And growing up, it was like, if you got some Jordans, man, you him, you know? And when I first started making like a good amount of money, I started just buying Jordans, man, buying Jordans. A lot of them I have sold now, and that's the good thing about Jordans is that you can make some money off them. Sometimes the value goes up, so it can be an asset. But for the most part, so many people want to start making money and want to look like they're making money, and you can't do both at the same time. You really need to live below your means, not trying to add on new bills, not trying to put money into useless things, right? And to really focus on making more money. Once you start trying to rise up your lifestyle to reflect how much money you're making, you're kind of making yourself stuck, right? You're making yourself stuck. In reality, we're going to go over a couple of other things on this list that will apply to that and go into the reason on why you have to live below your means, right? So just remember, focus on making more money. Don't focus on making your lifestyle match how much money you're making. Unless you get to a certain point where you're comfortable, right? For example, say you learn to live off 40% of your income and 60% you're able to save and invest. Let's say you make, I don't know, if that was $100,000 a year, just to make the math simple, that's you living off of 40 grand, right? Then we know after taxes, I'm talking about straight up $100,000 and you're living off 40 grand, right? You would think like, man, I'm not doing that, woo, woo, woo. But it's like, you're going to make so much more than your expenses that you never really got to worry about that. You're able to save, you're able to invest. And this is going to allow you to make more money without switching and without leaving your current stream of income. You're able to make more money without leaving your current stream of income, right? You're able to invest, you're able to save. So then you start making $1 million a year. And say you're still living off 40% of your income. Now that looks like $400,000 versus 40, right? So when you learn this, to cut back, live off less, they say a good mark is like 40, 50 to 60. This is what you really want to aim at. So you need to budget your life, budget your expenses, and see how much of your monthly salary goes to expenses, what percentage of that. And this allows you to see if you're living below your means, right? All right, next thing. Surround yourself with the right people. This is also so important. I mean, think about all the people that you've met in your life that you weren't intentional about building a relationship with, that go on to do amazing things, from accountants to attorneys to people who are in coding, people in graphic designing, people in public relations, people that go off to work for the state, that go off to work for the city, that go off to, that have so many connections to very important people that you might benefit from, but you didn't take the time to really build a genuine relationship with that person. I'm not telling you guys to force relationships. No, I'm telling you to be mindful that you don't know, if you're younger, you don't know what this person will go on to be. If you're older, you don't know who that person knows. You don't know who they're connected to. So I want you to be very intentional about building relationships. A mentor of mine says that over your resume, over your soft skills, over your, your strong skills, right? Your relationships will get you through the door. Someone will get a job over you because they knew the a manager in that company or whatever, even though your resume is better, because they knew someone. So they're willing to give them a chance because they can vouch for them. You need more people vouching for you, more people going to bat for you, more people wanting to see you win, more people caring about what you're trying to do. So surround yourself with the right people. Next thing, limit debt. Limit your debt. Now, a coach of mine, a business coach of mine, when I was, in this program for a little over a year, one of the things that they said to me is like most businesses are built off debt. And this is for me understanding, right? There's different kind of debts. First of all, be mindful of what type of debt you're going in. Some are just unfavorable, and it's going to really tie up your cash flow. It's really going to tie up your money. It's really going to slow you down from being able to invest and grow, right? And save. And so you want to be mindful. Yeah, just got mortgages, you got, car loans, you have business loans, you have investors who are looking for a return. There's a lot of different debt, credit card, whatever the case may be. I'm not saying to not take on debt. Be very mindful of the debt you take on, because we talked about in previous video, you don't want to be a slave to the lender. You also don't want to really make yourself stuck to something that is not in your favor based on interest rates, right? And also that you're going to slow down your cash flow and not be able to make better decisions and things because you jump too soon, or you're going to miss out on better opportunities because you jump too soon. So be very slow to take on debt. Very slow. If there's another way, take it. Even if it's a little longer, it requires more work, take that, right? Take that opportunity. Don't rush to take on debt, right? Drop my phone. Next thing, regularly invest in yourself. Regularly invest in yourself. I'm talking about learning new skills. Pay for certifications, pay for master classes, pay for courses, pay for books, pay for coaching, right? In the description, guys, you guys can book a coaching call with me, right? For whatever you're at working on in life, I'm a certified business advisor and certified life coach. You guys can pay for a coaching call to work with me at a very affordable price, right? A 16-year-old working part-time at McDonald's can afford a coaching call with me. And I wanted to make sure it was like that as we're growing together. So I want you guys to be able to invest in yourself, but regularly invest in yourself. Books, podcasts, anything like that. Pay for premium on things. Seek anything that will allow you to grow. Invest in yourself, right? It's like I'm saying, yeah, investing in businesses, investing in the stock market, invested in higher yielding things, right, that can pay you back in the future. But most importantly, invest in your direct self. That also looks like having a gym membership, investing in your health, investing in your fitness, investing in your mental health, right? In any way that you can invest to improve your life and improve you as a person, make sure that you're regularly investing in yourself, right? 100%. Next thing, wealth is created by solving problems. When I was a young entrepreneur, really trying to like figure out how to make extra money, that's what my thinking was. How can I make more money? I wasn't thinking about what problems I was passionate about, what problems I wanted to solve, what problems I had the skill set to solve. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about how I can make money. And then you go into doing businesses that you don't really care about doing because you're just trying to figure out how to make money. And now you're like, you got your schedule filled with a bunch of things that you're just like, oh, I don't want to do, like, that you don't like doing, that it trains you. And that's a recipe for disaster. I want you guys to be problem solvers, right? Entrepreneurs solve problems for profit. I want you to be a problem solver. Stop thinking about what can make you money. Think about what problems can you solve for your potential customers and clients, right? Even with me offering you guys coaching, this is me thinking of what problem can I solve for people. This is a direct one-on-one. We sit down, you talk about your problems. A lot of them are going to be mindset based. Let's solve these problems, right? So I have to invest, going back to investing in myself, invest in certifications, invest in trainings, invest in a lot of things that will allow me to be a better coach or mentor or whatever. Even when it comes to just making these videos, this is a form of coaching, right? Allowing God to use me for that. And I would even add that for people who are God-fearing individuals. What does God want from me? What does God want me to do? Right? What problem can I solve? What does God want me to do? Right? Next thing, create a financial plan / budget. Oh my gosh. This is so important. This is so important. This also goes back into living below your means. I encourage all of you guys, you can do this for free on like Google spreadsheets or something like that. Literally put down how much money you're making a month. Put down all your expenses, add them up. What is that amount? Put down all your lifestyle things that aren't, when I mean about true expenses are things that you literally have to pay. You know, rent, mortgage, utilities, water, electricity, gas, whatever you have to pay, gas for your vehicle to get back and forth, your groceries so that you can eat, any other necessities, household items, things that may go into that, right? Any of your bills. Then your lifestyle things might look like Netflix, Amazon Prime, PlayStation Plus membership for your gaming, right? How much money I'm spending on, I'm going to the movies with my wife, or with your girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Write down everything. How much are you saving per month? How much are you investing in yourself per month? How much are you investing in other avenues on your business per month? Really, literally plan out all of your budget and see how much money is allocated and see how much money is remaining or how much in the negative you are. You can literally look at this based on, you can go through your bank statement and look at what you're typically doing. And this is how you get those numbers. And this is how you can be able to create a plan. Now, you need to learn how to do this for your personal life because it's going to spill over into how you, conduct business. If your personal finances are not in order and on track, how are you going to do that for business when you already have a poor strategy or poor system for managing money? So I encourage you guys to start doing this for yourself, and this will translate over to how you manage your business. And yes, I understand that you can hire an accountant and bookkeeping to kind of manage the minor details, but you as a decision maker on what needs to be bought, what needs to be spent, right? What are you allocating money towards? This is going to allow you to be very mindful of how much revenue you're generating, where to put, where to put the money as far as expenses and so forth, and what's best for your business. But in general, you should be doing this for your personal life, creating financial plans, goals, budgets, and so forth, right? Next thing, time is your most valuable resource. Man, I spent a lot of time, I would say wasted, in my youth trying to build skills in areas where I wasn't gifted or where I wasn't passionate, right? Because sometimes they typically play hand in hand. Usually, where you're gifted, you also tend to be passionate. But I would say this: that there's some people in the world who do things, does that specific thing you're trying to do better than you, with less time and less energy. Right? Learning to delegate things because your time is the most valuable thing. Whatever it may cost, it's going to cost you more in time because your time is more valuable. How do you know this? Okay, if someone said that I'll give you $1 billion, but the catch is you have 24 hours to live. Some people would take it because they don't see themselves as valuable, and they'll be like, I'll get my family this and that, and everybody will be good, and I'll be happy with that because you don't see yourself valuable. And I would argue that, don't you think your family would rather, if they got to answer the question with you, they would say, we'd rather have you here than to have that money, right? Most people who see value in themselves would instantly say, no, thank you, bad deal, because I don't want to, what's the point of having it if I don't get to enjoy it? That's a clear indicator that your time is more valuable than money. And what dollar amount is your time worth? Well, that depends on you and how much you're willing to work. But for the most part, if I need a graphic done, I can go get that done on Fiverr for 10 to 20 to $50. A good quality, better than what I can do unless you have that skill set. So just be mindful of your time and the importance of your time, and be mindful of delegating things that you aren't that good at, right? You can develop that skill if that's the area you want to go, where this skill is going to be used by you day to day, frequently, and you're passionate about it, and you seem to already be a natural at it. Yes, invest in that 100%. But know your strengths, play to your strengths, and be able to delegate your tasks that fall under your weaknesses. I'm telling you. Next thing, Diversify your investments. Diversify your investments. Diversify your investments. Now, this is a loaded thing because also too, I learned from a seven-figure business owner this. They said, "He who chases two rabbits catches none. He who chases two rabbits catches none." It's very important for you to focus on catching one rabbit first, put it in a cage, secure it, then chase the other rabbit, secure that one. Because if you chase both, you're gonna be running, you're gonna be looking crazy, right? So yes, spread out your investments, right? What's the thing? Diversify your investments. But first and foremost, secure the first stream of income first. If that's your job, that's a business, whatever the case may be, secure it. What I mean by secure it doesn't mean understand it, know it, make it like second nature. Pretty much master it. Master where you're at right now. Do that before you start trying to do something else. So if I'm like, oh, because you're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn or you're gonna have to pay someone to do it. So if you're trying to put money into the stock market, you could pay like a brokerage, right, to just handle it for you, or you can become knowledgeable yourself and spend time on that. But for the most part, focus on one thing first, then look to diversify. Add multiple streams of income, invest in multiple different industries in any way that you can. Create 7 to 8. This is like the best rule of thumb. Creating 7 to 8 streams of income, right? If you're in business and you have products, this can look like different products that you keep in stock. That can look like diversifying your investments. If you're a service-based business, this can look like offering different services, right? That still fall in the same umbrella, right? This creates different streams of income. Income you're making off this service, income you're making off this service, income you're making off this service. It doesn't always look like 7 to 8 businesses. It's just streams of income. If this thing is making you 100,000, this thing is making you 150, this thing is making you 250, this thing is making you 375. These are different streams of income offers that people wouldn't be able to make and be able to take if you didn't make them, right? So that's what that looks like. Now, it could be different businesses as well, but that's, again, you got to catch that first rabbit. So if you have a business and you're succeeding off a single product or a single service, add another service once you master this one. Hire people, train people on it. That's what I mean about mastering it. Can it run without you? Add another one, add another one, add another one, right? Have that business run on its own. Have people managing it, looking after it. Now you are completely free from that. You've completely caught that rabbit. Now start the next business. Invest in that, build into that, master that, hire people to sustain it and work it itself. Boom. But this can also look like working with other companies through affiliate marketing, through promotion, through advertising and things like that, right? So you can also do this simultaneously through one umbrella, through under one entity, where you can build multiple streams that will flow in just from one thing, right? Like with the YouTube channel, if I'm making videos and YouTube's paying me, if I'm doing coaching calls, if I'm doing digital products, if I'm doing courses, if I'm working with brands, right? These are multiple streams that can come from one thing. And that's what I want you guys to start thinking about. So other than that, man, that's it. That's all the topics I wanted to touch on for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 millionaire lessons that I wish I knew earlier in life. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow in the next video. Please share this with somebody who may find value in this. All right, talk to you guys later.